Here are 24 things you need to know before Season 21. That's right, by the time you're watching this, Season 21 might have already begun, and here is a list of things you need to know going into Season 21 so you can be ready for the gameplay and the new Legend Alter. So number 1, if you want to play better in Season 21, you need to get the Flydigi Apex 4 controller. But more about that later. So let's start off with things you need to know about the new Legend Alter. First of all, her ult will create a purple ring on the minimap so you know how far you're able to interact with it. So if you have an Alter on your team and you see this purple ring on the minimap, make sure you're inside it if you want to use her portal. Now, Alter's portal can be interacted with by anyone on your team once it's placed. Not only Alter can use it, any of you can use her portal by simply looking at the icon and interacting. And what's great is you can use Alter's portal while knocked. So if you find yourself getting knocked, you can interact with her portal still and escape before you get thirsted. But be mindful, because using Alter's ultimate portal, it will leave behind a small rift for around 10 seconds that anyone can take, including the enemy. However, this rift does take a while to actually become active and allow people to go through it, so you have plenty of time to get to a safe position or reposition or place down some booby traps. So it's a good idea to maybe place Alter's portal next to a caustic trap or some Watson fences. Also, Alter's portal will be interactable for 120 seconds once it's been placed, so don't waste too much time before you decide to take the portal. However, you can change this by equipping her perk, which keeps her portal active indefinitely until it's used. So that's Alter's ultimate. Now, Alter's tactical allows her to place portals through surfaces up to a depth of 20 meters. But just so you know, it can be placed on vertical surfaces, and up to a certain distance, around 40 meters in height, it will create a tether all the way down to the ground. And when you hold your tactical, you can see where it's going to be placed, and there's this small icon which will light up if the portal is going to create one of these tethers. This means if you place your portal on a ceiling, you can still take the portal by interacting with this interdimensional zipline, and you'll fly up through the portal and you'll appear on the other side. Let's say you're underneath an enemy team, you could throw the portal above and then take the little zipline and then teleport onto them. Also, Alter's passive allows her to see death boxes through walls within a small radius, and the death boxes will be highlighted depending on what loot's in them. So this is actually really good intel and will let you know if an enemy dies right near you, but also you can interact with the death boxes even through walls to take one item from them, except for armor. But this will let you see all the items that are in a death box before you even go near it to see if it's even worth looting. Now, do you ever find yourself trying to armor swap with your teammate's death box only to be stuck in that banner animation for so long? Well, in Season 21, if you hold interact on a teammate's death box, you'll skip the banner animation and you'll be able to go straight into the death box. You could also just double tap interact to get straight into the death box really quickly, and that way you can still armor swap with your teammate's death box without being stuck in the banner animation. Also, in Season 21, don't worry about that animation, because anything you do will basically cancel it. If you sprint, if you swap weapon, if you melee, if you pull out your tactical, if you pull out a grenade, anything will cancel the banner animation, so don't you worry. No more getting killed because of that. In pubs and mixtape, you will now be able to re-queue into the next match, so stop wasting time in the lobby, hit re-queue, and go again. Sorry, bang mains, but the 1x digi threat is now gone from the game. It was only available on shotguns and pistols, but now it is out of there. Now, in Season 21, there's no changes to aim assist, and that means if you play on controller, having a good controller to do the job. And I got the privilege to try out the new Flydigi Apex 4 controller, and this is genuinely the best and coolest controller I've ever owned. So if you want the best performance while playing Apex and any other games on your PC, Switch, Android, or iOS device, then the Flydigi Apex 4 is the controller for you. I mean, once we get past how stunning this controller looks, you'll realize truly how good this controller feels to play. The new Apex 4 controller has their own custom joysticks, which are actually force adjustable. So you can tweak the joysticks to feel exactly how you want, so you can adjust the tension to exactly fit your needs. I know that TSM members Imperial, How, and Verhulst use minus 20% tension on their joysticks, and the Apex 4's joystick can be adjusted to that level and even lighter. And even with zero dead zone, this controller is drift free, so you'll have extreme precision while playing Apex. Also, the buttons are so satisfying to click. The grip has a really nice feel to it, and it's super secure, and it also comes with 4 macro adjustable buttons on the back. And now for my favorite and most fun part about the controller. It has a smart interactive screen where you can change different settings and how the controller feels, and here you can change the trigger mode. So if you're playing a racing game, the triggers will have force feedback, so it really feels like you're actually pressing an accelerator and brake pedal. Recoil mode, so you actually feel that feedback as if you're shooting, and this just makes the controller so much fun to play with, and you can tweak it to your every need. But truly the best way to experience how good this controller is to feel it for your own. So thanks to Flydigi for sending out their Apex 4 controller to me, and I'm genuinely happy to be able to promote this to you guys, because I know so many of you play on controller, and this controller will genuinely elevate your gaming experience. So you can check it out in the link in the description and the pinned comment. The 3 Ash mains will be happy about this, but her arc snare is now a left-hand ability, so you can heal and shoot all while using your tactical. It still won't make her a good legend though. But they have really tried, because also any characters that can use void abilities, so Wraith, Alter, and Ash, will now have enemies highlighted in red while traveling through the void. So if you see a red blob while taking a portal, that's an enemy, so be careful. Also, Catalyst can now rebuild doors completely if she has her level 3 perk equipped, so be mindful, if you explode a door and there's a catalyst inside, she'll just be able to rebuild the entire door and barricade it with ferrofluid, making it another door that takes 4 hits to destroy, and also a door that she can open. But now it's time to celebrate, everyone, because in Season 21, Conduit can no longer use her tactical on Revenant while his ultimate is active. That's right, glory is upon us, because the Revenant Conduit meta is starting to crumble. Obviously, we know Conduit being able to heal a Revenant ulting was just too strong, so that's no longer going to be available. You don't have the option now to use your Conduit tactical on Revenant if he's popping an ult. Also, if Revenant has any existing temporary shields, they will be removed immediately when he activates his ult. So you can't juice him up before he pops his ult, and then let him pop his ult and run wild. All those temporary shields will be deleted while his ult is active. They're really trying to destroy the Revenant Conduit meta. You might see a few more cryptos in Season 21 because he has some really nice perks which make him pretty powerful with his drone, but now Crypto will be able to see nearby teams on banners without even being in his drone. All he has to do is make sure his drone is out in the battlefield, and then the banners will display how many teams are nearby. So if there's an enemy Crypto, they're gonna know you're around. This is a serious warning. Do not throw your Gibby ult at a Newcastle wall in Season 21, because it will be destroyed. Because in Season 21, Newcastle's ultimate is now a mini Watson pylon. While the wall is energized, it will destroy all oncoming projectiles, including grenades and caustic ults and Gibraltar ults and Bangalore ults. So that's going to be something to get used to, and don't waste all your nades on a Newcastle wall. Now, if you're looking forward to new rewards and cosmetics, the new currency exotic shards coming in Season 21 is purchasable, and it will let you buy reactive recolors along with upgrades to your existing artifacts. But just so you know, 10 exotic shards will be available in the battle pass. This is the premium battle pass, not the free one, but EA did also mention they will be putting them in future passes and events. So don't waste all your money trying to buy exotic shards right now if you have the patience to play a few seasons and gather up exotic shards through events and through battle passes. But check this out. The new R99 Mystic Coil recolor looks insane. It's RGB, and I absolutely love this. However, this will be in the exotic shop and will probably cost 50 exotic shards, which will cost around $40 if you wanted to buy them. So yeah, that's a rip. I will not be spending $40 on one skin, but the skin does look beautiful that I just kind of had to show it to you. And in Season 21, don't be fooled by the Void Raider event. This is a new mini milestone collection event with only 10 cosmetics, and the best reward is going to be this legendary caustic skin because it has a special select animation. But don't be fooled. There's a 3% chance of getting the caustic skin in a Void Raider pack, so you will most likely have to buy all of the packs to get the caustic skin, so don't let them tempt you in wasting so much money on one skin. And there you go. Those are some things you should know before Season 21 if you want to make the most of the gameplay, and if you want to be better than everyone else, make sure you cop the Flydigi Apex 4 controller, because we all know controller is OP, and you're going to want the best controller while playing, and the Apex 4 is exactly that.